Hey guys, today I'm making broiled barbecue pork steaks, or not pork steaks, pork chops. But I'll tell you what, you do it the same way. If you make broiled pork chops, or broiled pork steaks, barbecue or whatever, it's exactly how you do it, either one. Anyways, for starters, I'm going to show you. Hold on just a second. Okay. These ovens these days, I don't know if they still make the broilers on the bottom, but when I grew up, the broilers were always on the bottom. Now they're just, I'm going to show you all this stuff. Now they're like, when you get down here to the bottom, they're like storage, you know? But that used to be where the broiler was. Now, like on this stove, and maybe a lot of them, see, the broiler's on the top of the stove. Like bake is like, there's the bottom burner, that's for baking, but when you turn it on broil, it's on the top. I got this rack right here. I usually have it on the center. I had it one down, but I raised it up one because I'm going to broil and the broiler's on the top, so I want you all to see that. There's all kinds of things you can think about that, but there you go. So first, obviously I got the broiler preheated. The broiler's on the top, so I'm going to go ahead and start the process of broiling these pork chops. First things first, you want a baking sheet that's got ridges because fat comes out of these, and you don't want it spilling over. So you want a baking sheet with ridges, and these are like old as hell, but they still do the trick and they're still clean. And so, well, there you can see them, baking sheet. And what I want to do is I'm going to line it all completely with tin foil. Don't ever use parchment paper or paper when you're broiling or whenever you're cooking something that's really hot, because it'll burn the paper. So I'm going to take tin foil. I have to take a couple of them, unless you get the wide one, which I like to have, but I don't have it right now. So if I had the wide tin foil, the wider one, then they'd cover the whole thing. One strip. Now, go ahead and make sure that's all tucked in there everywhere. Like that, whatever, good enough. And then, you know how I am. I'm addicted to cooking spray, but it makes things so much easier. Spray it all really good with cooking spray. Also, I'm making baked potatoes and corn, but I'm not going to show you how I do that today. Right now, I'm just going to show you how to broil these barbecue pork sticks, okay? So I got 2 packs of can't ever see nothing. Sucks getting older, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Loin pork chops, Pride of the Farm, 3 in a pack. They're $6.24 a piece, or $6.24 for that one. It depends on the weight, of course. And then you got these here, and they're $6.12, but they're the same ones. Loin pork chops. So what I want to do is lay these down. We already got it sprayed once, okay? Lay out 6 of these babies. I don't know if you can see it or not, can you? Well, hold on, I'll show you in a second anyway. Yeah, there are 6 of them. Lay out 6 of them on, sprayed baking sheet or cookie sheet with ridges, and then you want to season them. You know, everybody's got their own seasoning. You do what you want to do, but what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to put this Slap Y'all Mama or Yeah Mama seasoning on it, because it's got all the seasonings that you need. You know what I'm saying? Plus it gives it a little kick. So I'm gonna add that on there, and everybody seems to like it, because every time I use it, everybody's like, yeah, that's good. So I'll tell you what it looks like. You might have heard of it, but Slap Your Mama. See that? That's what I'm using tonight. You put it on a generous amount. Don't like overdo it like you're, you know what I'm saying? Put a nice generous amount, but don't overdo it, because you don't want anything to be too salty. If you overdo it, you see how much I'm putting on there. Just like that. That's really all I'm putting on it. I'm not putting anything else on it because it's got everything in it. Flip them over. And then do the same thing again on the other side. But these got a lot of flavor. I prefer to cook them on the grill, but yeah, because I got some mesquite charcoal, and that's just killer. But anyways, whatever. So that's it pretty much. So, and we're done. And my oven's already preheated. You always got to preheat it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to throw these in the broiler right now, or in the oven, which is on broil, which I got my rack up. You've seen, I showed you. So they're going in now. And I'm going to turn the light on and give it a few minutes. You want these to be, if you're going to pay attention to the temperature, I know how to just figure out when they're done. I've been doing it for years. I was doing it when the broiler was in the bottom, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, you want it at 145. 145 to 150 is perfect. And they should be tender. And the faster you cook pork, they say, the more tender it is. No shit. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. Well, yeah, if you put it in a slow cooker, that's different. But if you cook it fast, like broiling it, it's tender. Put it on the grill, it's not as tender. It don't cook as fast. I'm going to go check on my potatoes. I'll be right back. Put them on about 2 more minutes. How you doing, Jackson? How you doing, buddy? Are you just hanging out here? He's always down here by my feet. Half the time I think he's going to trip me. Anyways, yeah, I got a couple more videos I'm going to upload to my YouTube. I'm gonna see if I can't figure out a way to put my YouTube link on here. I'd also like to put my TikTok artist link on here, but they got I've got 4 songs on there, and they're like, and there's another 4 that aren't mine. I don't want anybody knowing that them aren't mine, or I want everybody knowing they're not mine is the way I really want to say it. I got a little buzz, but whatever. So I'm making broiled barbecued pork chops. So we get these started. And the barbecue, I've used so many barbecues. Bullseye, Sweet Baby Ray's. I mean, everything you could think of, I've tried. And I tried this one time, I bought this one time, and I tried it one time, and I ain't used anything else otherwise since then, and that's been a couple years. Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar. I'm telling you, man, if you like it, if you want to use this cold, put it in a little dipping cup and have chicken nuggets. Go buy chicken nuggets, dip it cold. Awesome. This stuff, you can taste the hickory. This shit is killer. All right, you know, to each your own. Whatever you like the most, use that. You know what I'm saying? But this right here is killer, and I should probably get paid for pimping them out. You know, especially if I promote this video. But anyways, that's what I'm using. Woo! Okay, now I'm putting corn in the microwave because, yeah, this video is all about the pork chops. And then there's 6 minutes. All right, I'm gonna pull them out right now and check on them. Don't take long, you guys. Yeah, I'm already ready to flip them. See what I'm saying? It don't take long when you broil them. Now I'm gonna flip them, which I'm just gonna use a regular fork. Yeah, I want to see all that. Anyways, yeah. Flip them over. These are nice looking chops. Chinook's got the best meat. Everybody says it in Springfield, you know. So we get that going, get them done, get them back in there. Thing don't want to stand up. Won't be long and we'll already be putting barbecue on. That's how fast it is. We're talking about broiled, barbecued pork chops or pork steaks that quick and easy. About 15 minutes, probably 10 or 15 minutes in the broiler at the most. I'll be right back. But yeah, it's weird. We're getting a new stove here pretty soon anyways. But yeah, there was a time, and it still might be a time. They still might be making stoves with broilers in the bottom. But I grew up with a broiler in the bottom, and I used to broil shit all the time, like 20, 30 years ago. I used to broil pork chops, pork steaks, usually pork steaks, in the broiler in the bottom, you know. But now these stoves got them on the top like that, and everything's different. The old man didn't even realize there was a broiler on this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got your burner on the bottom and you got your burner on the top. The burner on top is broil. The burner on the bottom is everything else. Turn that all the way up to broil, the top one comes on. You don't turn it all the way up to broil, the bottom one comes on. There's bake and there's broil. Top's broil, bottom's bake on these stoves. And more than likely, it's probably the majority of them that you can get now. I wouldn't doubt if there are still some that make them on the bottom, the broilers, but most of the stoves you buy now are just storage on the bottom. And the broiler's up here on the top. It's up to you where you put the rack on how fast you want to broil it. Like I broiled, you know, when the racks, I showed you where the rack was, and where I had it and everything. So that's an important thing regarding broiling anything. So we're just letting them broil. Yeah, the internal temperature of these you want to be 145. 145 to 150 is perfect. If you want to use a thermometer to check them and everything. It's not going to be too much longer. I'm going to start loading barbecue on them. I was going to cook them on the grill, but we got weird weather. And to tell you the damn truth, it got too late to where I'm just like, I'm going to get them done and get it over with. So, it's not a bad video. It's a pretty cool video. What's really funny is, like, I caught myself watching one of my videos, cooking videos, because I just was, like, interested in it. It's like, what? Hold on a second, kid. I'm sitting here watching my own damn video because I'm interested in it. That's weird. Makes me think people might actually watch these. Because here I am watching it because I'm interested in it. I've already did the damn thing. I think that was my biscuits and gravy or something. Woo! Oh yeah. See? That fast. Now we're going to take our Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar. You use what you want. What you want to use whatever seasoning you want to use, whatever. This is how I'm making it. To each their own, or your own. So what I do, I don't use a cup and all that and scoop it. I just squirt a little bit on top here. like that. You can see, right? Can you see, y'all? See? Like that. Then I'll take a barbecue brush, you know what I'm saying, and just spread it around like that. Get them back in the oven. Let that caramelize a little bit. Flip them over and do the same thing. I'm gonna get them back in here now. Let it caramelize a little bit. Get that barbecue caramelizing. We're just about done here. I got corn cooking. Hold on, I'll just be right back. Yeah, buddy. Corrugated spoon. Might as well. Oh yeah, yummy in my tummy. About that. 4 minutes, 1 minute, it was frozen. Yeah, it's like frozen sauce. This is corn that we bought on the tusk or on the tassel or whatever the hell you call it. And frickin' friend of ours cut it all off for us, and it was frozen in the freezer, so instead of letting it thaw out, because I didn't know if I was going to use it or not, so I started it frozen, so in the microwave, but salt, pepper, and butter, and I'll say about another 4 minutes. It's still a little bit frozen, but we'll check on these. Yeah. You see them when I pull them out. They're caramelizing real fast. So the taters are done. The corn's just about done. And these broiled barbecued pork chops. This is how you do pork steaks also. Same exact way. I prefer pork steaks. But I was like, I ain't messing with all that tonight. The old man wanted pork chops, so I'm like, that's cool. I might have a pork steak in the freezer. I could have got 2 of them, but it's like, then I'd have to buy 4 pork chops, and it's like, there was no way for me to buy 4 pork chops, so I was like, hell with it then. I'll just get 6 pork chops, because there's 3 in a pack where I went. And the pork chops are good enough for me too. I'm not complaining. I love these. My favorite is fried pork chops. Something about it, especially the fat on the edges and everything. Oh, it's so good. I'll make a fried pork chop video eventually. Let's pull these out and see how they're doing. Oh yeah, they look good. Oh yeah, we got no caramelized.